And Peoria father Brandon Walker was found guilty on 2 counts of first-degree murder Friday afternoon in the death of his son, Navin Jones. Madison Porter was there for the week-long trial, learning about the boy and the awful situation he was stuck in. She has a recap on what led the jury to sign the guilty verdict.
On March 29, 2022, 8-year-old Navin Jones died, weighing only 30 pounds. The police were called to this house on Gale Avenue in Peoria at 2:40 in the afternoon.
There was some cyanosis noticed, which is a discoloration of the skin, which is indicative of not bleeding.
Prosecutors showed jurors several pictures of the 8-year-old boy after that day.
All of his bones were visible, so his ribs were visible, his spine was visible, his pelvic bones were visible. There was severe muscle wasting throughout the body, so his eyes were sunken, his limbs were very wasted.
Plus bruising, pressure wounds, and ligature marks on his wrists, ankles, and waist, all leading to the conclusion that the boy was starved, beaten, tied up, and neglected for months.
Kind of purplish linear marking that you see, those are abrasions or scrapes to the skin from the restraint.
Brandon Walker's mother, Laura Walker, had legal guardianship of Navin Jones and his older brother.
I actually willingly gave guardianship to my mother in 2017.
But after Laura Walker had an emergency trip down to Florida in 2021, Brandon Walker's girlfriend of 13 years, Stephanie Jones, refused to give Navin back.
They argue about it all the time.
That was the last time Laura Walker saw Navin Jones alive. In Laura's testimony, she recalled seeing the boy in the emergency room after he was pronounced dead. She said through tears, "He didn't look human. I touched his shoulder, but there was nothing there except the bone sticking out." 2 of Brandon Walker's friends who also testified described Navin, saying he looked like a different person from seeing him in the summer of 2021 to the day that he died. Brandon Walker is not the only murderer in this case. Navin's mother, Stephanie Jones, pleaded guilty to her son's murder the week before Walker's trial began. But when she was called to the stand, she pleaded the Fifth Amendment. Although we didn't hear from Stephanie Jones, we did see text messages between the couple.
Stephanie sends him the text. Navin had been trying real hard to get his hands out from being together. Defendant's response, not cool.
It was proven in trial that Brandon Walker and Stephanie Jones would tie Navin's bedroom door shut so he couldn't get out. They even left a note on his bedroom door to his older brother, warning him not to let him out or give him food or drinks.
Someone go in the garbage, dug out the leftover crust, ate half of them. And the defendant responds, caught. That is crazy, eating out of the trash. It is crazy. Crazy that this guy is putting a lock on Navin's door to prevent from getting food, putting a lock on a fridge from getting food, where Navin has to be busted out of the room just so he can eat out of the trash.
Brandon Walker's family was always on the Illinois Department of Children and Family Services radar. State prosecutors also admit if DCFS had done their job right, Navin might still be alive, but then prove beyond a reasonable doubt that as a dad, Brandon Walker still had a legal duty to get his kid help.
And the defendant and Stephanie Jones are both guilty of first-degree murder on that basis. Both of them knew what was happening to Navin, and neither of them did anything to protect him or save him.
After just 45 minutes of deliberation, the jury came back with the guilty verdict. Brandon Walker's sentencing is scheduled for February 28th. In Peoria, I'm Madison Porter, 25 News.
And you can see all of our coverage on the Brandon Walker trial on our website, 25newsnow.com.